Hello and welcome to your flow. We're going to be here for about 10-15 minutes, so get any props that you need and we'll step right in. Let us start. Cross legs, tall spine. If cross legs aren't comfortable for you, you can always take a hero's pose with knees together. And closing down the eyes just for a moment, let's take 3 conscious breaths in and out. Following the inhale all the way to the top and following the exhales all the way to the bottom. Take your time. And take another inhale in, an invitation to exhale out the mouth. Landing here, let the belly be soft. Bringing palms together in prayer and Jali Mudra and bowing the head towards the heart. There's a moment here to make an intention, either for your practice, for the rest of your day, maybe for tomorrow if you're doing this at night time. Take a moment to presence to what it is that you're calling in and who you want to be. Fluttering open the eyes, lowering hands to the knees. I'll invite us into some torso circles. If you are in hero's pose or in another position that isn't that convenient to do circles, you're more than welcome to come to cross legs temporarily, or maybe you want to come to tabletop and do some circles. But just taking this time to bring some fluidity into the spine and kind of sensing how tight you might be in this moment. Where is your edge? Where are the perimeters? Changing directions if you haven't already. Bringing yourself to stillness. Let's all come to a hero's pose, Vajrasana. So our knees are together, sitting on the heels. If that's not comfortable, take something that is. And we'll move into some seated cat-cow, starting with the tailbone. So the tailbone lifts, the rest of the spine follows, opening the throat if that's comfortable. Exhaling, tailbone tucks, rippling through the spine. We can hold our knees and tuck the chin. Let's do 3 more cycles. Move at your own pace and sense if the front body wants to stretch a little more, or if you want to stretch the skin of the upper back a little more. Finishing up your last round. Lengthening the spine, bring the palms up to the ceiling. They come together at Anjali. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, and Jali Mudra comes high, float the fingertips down. We're going to shift our left sit bone to the floor. Raise the left hand over to the right, breathing through the side body, 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Waving your arm back down, settling back on top of the heels. Inhale, palms lift high. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. Inhale, prayer hands come high. Exhale, floating the fingers down, perching them if they reach, and then we'll bring the right sit bone to the floor, right hand reaches over to the left. Breathe into the side body, in and out. Following that hand back down to the other side, stepping onto the heels with the sit bones. And then I'm going to bring my weight into the hands, tuck my toes, and lean my weight back on. If that isn't comfortable, please feel free to untuck the toes. Otherwise, we'll take a few breaths here. Prayer hands at the heart. Steady gaze out in front. Steady heart out in front. Softening the muscles around the eyes. Let the breath flow for one more breath. Hands come to the floor, shifting the knees to tabletop. And from here, let's tuck the toes and lift the sit bones to the ceiling. Spread the fingertips wide, big froggy fingers, and begin to pedal the feet as if you're ironing out through the calf muscles. Might want to tuck the chin a little bit more to the heart. Press evenly down through both hands as much as you can. Bending both the knees, squeezing the heart a little bit more to the thighs if that's comfortable. And then we'll come to three-legged dog with the right toe to the ceiling, holding for a count of 3, 2, 1. Stepping to low lunge, right foot at the front, left knee lowers. Making sure that your front heel is under front knee. Press into the front foot. Inhale, torso and arms lift. Take a breath here. Cactus arms, the elbows bend. Squeeze them behind. Have a little back bend if that's nice. We'll plant the left hand on the floor. Revolved low lunge. The gaze follows the top fingertips. From here, we're going to do a funny little thing with the arm. So top arm comes back at the level of the shoulder. You might even want to bring your gaze over, following that arrowhead. We're going to rotate the hand. So the palm is facing the leg that is on the floor. And then we're going to bring the back of this back hand to the hip, to the left hip. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the left hand that is currently at the top of the mat to meet the right palm. So we have Anjali Mudra hooked onto the side of our left hip. Take a breath here, in and out. Option to have a little back bend if you want to. Unravel the hands, bring the hands to the floor. Step back to a down dog. Have a little squeeze here. Bending both knees. Three-legged dog, left foot raises up to the ceiling, holding for a count of 3. Stepping yourself to low lunge on the other side, aligning ankle under knee. Pressing into the front foot as you inhale, raise the heart and the hands. Breath in and out. We'll be planting the right hand on the floor. The gaze lifts to the left fingertips. And we'll do the same thing that we did with our arm, that funny little Anjali wrap. So the top hand sends itself back as if it's an arrow. We're rotating the palm, bringing the back of the back hand to the right hip, centering the torso, right palm comes to meet the left. Optional back bend. Unravel the hands. Hands come to the floor. Let's step to a wide-legged child. We'll take 3 breaths here. Let it all come out. When you're ready, raise the gaze. Spider fingers in the hands so that the elbows lift off the floor. You can gaze down towards the floor and take a breath here into the armpits. Spider walk the hands over to the right knee. Torso is in alignment with that knee. And we can walk the left hand a little bit further so that we feel that stretch in the side body. One breath here. Walk those spider fingers through the center over to the other side. Walking the right hand a little bit further. Walking back through center, using the hands to press yourself up, bring knees together, hero's pose. We can bring the hands to the heart. And either with eyes closed or open, let's take 3 conscious breaths here, following the inhale all the way to the top. And following the exhale all the way to the bottom. Lowering the hands, opening the eyes if you had them closed. And we're coming to the end of our brief practice. So up to you how you'd like to finish. If you want to finish with a few minutes of meditation in a seated position, go ahead and take that posture. Or perhaps you want to take corpse pose, letting everything relax into the floor. So finding your posture, whatever that might be. Invitation to bring the hands to the body somewhere, maybe one hand on belly, one hand on heart, or whatever else feels right for you. And if you prefer to just have them relaxed, open to the side, that is so welcome. And before I leave you to the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, wherever you are in time and space, I offer to bring back to your awareness that intention that arose, that landed at the beginning. Greet it with an inner smile. You can stay here as long as you like. I will now be turning myself off. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.